What if I told you that a cup of tea, a beverage so common and unassuming, once stirred up a revolutionary storm? This was the power of the Tea Act of 1773, a seemingly simple law that brewed up a tempest leading to the American Revolution. In the early 18th century, the British East India Company found itself in dire straits. With a vast amount of tea gathering dust in its London warehouses and the company on the brink of financial ruin, the British Parliament decided to intervene. The Tea Act of 1773 was concocted, a clever legislative brew designed to aid the struggling company. The act had a twofold objective. The first was to reduce the colossal amount of tea in the company's warehouses by granting it the right to directly ship its tea to North America. The second, a subtler agenda, was to undercut the price of smuggled tea, which was a thorn in Britain's side. At the time, a staggering 86% of all tea in America was smuggled Dutch tea, a fact that irked the British to no end. The act allowed the British East India Company the right to the duty-free export of tea from Britain, although the tax imposed by the Townshend Acts and collected in the colonies remained in force. This was a clever ploy aimed at persuading the colonists to purchase company tea, thus implicitly agreeing to accept Parliament's right of taxation. But the colonists in the 13 colonies were not easily fooled. They recognized the implications of the Act's provisions, and a coalition of merchants, smugglers, and artisans mobilized opposition to the delivery and distribution of the tea. The company's authorized consignees were harassed, and in many colonies, successful efforts were made to prevent the tea from being landed. This resistance brewed into the infamous Boston Tea Party on December 16, 1773. In a bold act of defiance, colonists boarded tea ships anchored in the harbor and dumped their tea cargo overboard. This event sparked a furious reaction from the Parliament, leading to the passage of the Coercive Acts, designed to punish Massachusetts for its resistance, and the appointment of General Thomas Gage as Royal Governor of Massachusetts. These actions further raised tensions that eventually led to the eruption of the American War of Independence in April 1775. In a belated attempt to soothe the ruffled feathers, Parliament passed the Taxation of Colonies Act 1778, which repealed a number of taxes, including the tea tax. But this overture was rejected by the Second Continental Congress, rendering the act a dead letter. To sum up, the Tea Act of 1773 was more than just a law about a popular beverage. It was a catalyst, a spark that ignited the flame of revolution. This seemingly innocuous act brewed up a storm, stirring the American colonies into action, and set the stage for the American War of Independence. So, the next time you sip on your warm cup of tea, remember the revolutionary history that brews within it.